I realized in Vegas some things about like a scarcity mindset and an abundant mindset. I was on the strip. When you're on the strip, it's all this art, just the way they do the hotels is art, and I love that. I'm not a gambler, or anything like that. And but just the way they were doing business, just the way that the money was flowing, it definitely rubbed off on me, guys. And it made me have a detachment with money in a way, because in Vegas you need play money, like you need money to play with, and it kind of makes you detached from the money. um and a lot of people would probably think of that as like a really bad thing, like you need to be saving, you need to be investing XYZ, and you should do those things, right? But for me, it just showed, it made me feel like money comes, money goes, but what really matters is access to your breath, access to your energy centers, knowing how to regulate your nervous system, knowing how to be flexible in your breath, knowing how to, like, if there's so many different things that they don't want us to know, guys, because it doesn't make them money, right? It doesn't make anyone money if you know how to regulate your nervous system through breath work. If you know which energy centers to touch on your hand to make you feel calm and regulated. If you don't need the drugs to stop certain pain because you know the acupressure to stop pain. And I talked about that a little bit when I was giving birth to my first child, and how I never had an epidural for any of my children. And I'm very lucky because they definitely wanted to administer it to me, but it's because my husband knew, or I taught my husband certain acupressure points on my wrist that he could touch to help ease the pain in labor. Like, these things, this is actual wealth. And I felt like this breath in Vegas, like this give take, inhale, exhale, this reciprocal energy. Like, it's like, I pay for dinner, somebody pays for this show. I get a free drink here, but maybe I pay for some type of luxury, maybe the arcade games there or whatever. It was very reciprocal, just like our breath. We give, we take. Okay, we're giving to the trees are giving to us the oxygen, the carbon dioxide, right? So yeah, I'm just like, this illusion that we have with money, if we just think about how abundant we are in breathing. If you have access to clean water, everyone doesn't have access to clean water. If you have access to clean water, you are abundant. If you have access to your breath, if you know how to work your breath work, you are abundant. If you can touch your toes, everyone cannot touch their toes. Okay, there are genocides going on. People are losing their families. Babies are dying out here. If you have access to not all the limbs on your body, you are abundant. You have privileges that a lot of people don't have. So it's very strange. You would think that I would get this realization in like a third world country. No, I got it around being around money. Just being around, and no one is, it's like the fashion isn't all that in Vegas. It's a lot of older people who are just trying to enjoy their money, It's just, I don't know. It was so beautiful. It's just beautiful to be in that energy. So next time, if you feel like you're in lack, or you feel, especially if you're in the first world, right? But just remember that you have your breath. You can call in abundance because you are abundant, because as long as you are living, that reciprocal energy is happening, okay? Especially if you have your health. And if you don't have your health, right? If you even have the slightest bit of breath in your body, use it, work on it, gather as much of it as you can and really make it work to your benefit. Don't squander it, And yeah, I just hope that that's a paradigm shift someone can use today. Doesn't matter if you're homeless, it doesn't matter what you have. If you have access to your breath, then you can access at least that type of abundance. Okay? All right, guys. Bye.